Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Assembly. I've started preparing for my final legacy. I've still got a couple of missions left, though, before it's done. So, we've got our protection mission starting up. I should probably run over to my field hospital and see if I can... There we go. Get my character all juiced up so that he's ready to get into a fight. Now, I've started loading up my characters with inventory so that when we do Legacy and we go into the Legacy pool, they're all carrying useful stuff. So I think I'm going to grab Guillermo here and bring him with me. But it looks like the snack scavengers way up here are having some trouble with the flaming badasses, who are the bad guys who have invaded this territory. So I need to go help them. I do have a couple of little distractions over here, but you know what? I'm going to take care of those after I've taken care of the important stuff. So let's run out there again as Kiko with a buddy. Get ready to take these folks down.
I'm going out for some fresh air.
Wait, how are we doing on parts? We don't have enough parts to repair this car, to make a new repair kit, but I could just grab one of the ones I already have, because the last thing I want to do is start a big fight with some humans, attract a million zombies, and not be able to get away because my car is in too bad shape. So there we go. Car's in better shape. Car is also out of gas. Hold on. Yeah, we're also really low on gas, so I just got to use the stuff I've got with me. This thing is a gas hog. Oh, and actually, I found some gas earlier. I think I actually used all the gas that I found. So whatever. We're heading north. Oh, wait. One last thing I forgot. One thing I forgot is don't hit zombies with my car. The other thing I forgot is... We should grab some stamina items. Last time I screwed up and didn't have any stamina items. I got into a big pile of zombies and I was regretting it. So, before we actually show up at that site and get into a fight, I'm going to try to grab some stamina items from an outpost. I'm not going to turn around, because me turning around and going back into the base 5 times before getting started is a little too familiar. I've done that too many times. I'd rather not do it this time. I'm going to take Nature's Highway. So I've gotten kind of used to the distance scales in Dying Light 2. It's weird, seeing distances represented in the same units, meters, in a game where I'm driving a car versus a game where I'm running and using a paraglider. Because you can close these, distances in the hundreds much faster in this car. But my brain still wants to sort of consider them to be the same size. All right, here's my old base we cleared out of.
Burning time when you really don't have.
It looks like we just hit the 10-minute warning on this mission. But we got time to stop in here and grab ourselves... I think I'm going to grab some energy drink. Yeah. Let's grab some energy drink. And then, oh, wait a minute. Do I also want to have something to throw? Might be smart to have something to throw. Like pipe bombs. I don't know. All right, so now it's time to go get in some trouble. Zedric says that the Warlord finale asks for confirmation before you leave. Why don't the Trader and the Sheriff? You mean that just when that final window pops up and says, hey, if you do this part of the mission, you're committed, and so you got to make sure you're ready to end the game. I think that basically we didn't have that moment. We didn't have that pop-up. in the first iteration of these missions, and so we built the missions without it. And we built the missions all in fundamentally different ways. And at the time, it didn't matter. We could build the missions however we wanted to because it wasn't that important. But once we started... I can't tell who's who. Oh, there we are. Haha! Anyway, I love the lack of friendly fire. So it didn't matter if we structured them all differently because, whatever, they were just missions, you know? You didn't have to know how they worked under the hood. But once we made those sort of decisions to make them all work differently from each other, there was actually, you know, each mission had had particular moments where it was going to be possible to insert that that little check, you know, whether or not you wanted to confirm you were ready to end the game. For some of them, it made sense to do it before you left home. For others, there wasn't a good moment like that where we could tell that you were still at home and you hadn't left yet. And so we had to do it when you approached the destination. And so that definitely is worse. But it was just it was sort of a corner we backed ourselves into. Okay, so it looks like Guillermo's not in the best shape. So glad that we're, you know, actually let's have a look at Guillermo. Can I actually see? Yeah, so his health, you know, he took a bunch of health damage somehow during that fight, so we'll want to take him back home. But first, we're going to check in with Greg. Hello, Greg. We can take him out once and for all.
They're just gonna keep coming back.
All right, so part of me is like, hey, we should go deal with those infestations. But part of me is like, you know what? We're almost done legacying, and once we legacy, we're not going to care about those infestations. So maybe I'm not going to bother, and we're just going to head back home and get the rest of our characters all geared up for their departure. Including Guillermo. Kung Fu has reminded me to loot the corpses of my enemies. I think I'm just getting very blasé about this now. I think I've got enough equipment to make it through the next mission. And so I'm just like, whatever. Sure, there's more loot on the ground, but we're about to move on anyway. I don't care that much. I'm starting to get what they call trunky. You know, you're trunky when you're just sort of sitting on your suitcase, ready to leave. That's kind of where I am. We've been doing the assembly for quite some time now. I think this is where my final destination's gonna be. Yeah, we've been doing the assembly for quite some time. We're in the 30s of missions now, aren't we? Like, is this what, mission 32? I mean, like episode 32 or something? I don't actually know what episode number I'm on. We've been doing this for a while. I think this is more episodes than I did of Subnautica. It's more episodes than I've done of Tunic. And it's only one of my many series, so I'm ready to start something new. Kung Fu says I would make a poor grave robber. That's true. That and my absolute squeamishness with the idea of death. Between those two, my carelessness and my squeamishness about death, yeah, I would probably be pretty bad as a grave robber. All right, we'll make sure that this car is all gassed up. Plaguebag is suggesting that I could actually run over to the bounty broker to spend the rest of my influence before we go. That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe I'll have to take, like, Kiko down there to do that. So, hey, Guillermo, let's dismiss you, and then let's start. Okay, so I don't think we've actually. Did we fill up Azad's inventory? We did not. Oh, I was saving Azad for last because he didn't have a specialty. A strong specialty. Okay, so yeah, so Myron here is an engineer. So in addition to just making sure that he's well armed and things, we should bring engineering type things with him. Like, for instance, a bunch of weapon attachments. Might make sense. So he needs 22 and 9mm. We don't have a lot of 22, but we do have a bunch of 9mm. So I guess we'll just let him keep all that 22 in the gun. And load him up with 9mm. And then what else should he bring with him? Oh, there's a professional break on this. Oh, the Eternal Guard's Infinite Rage. Well, let's definitely bring the Eternal Guard's Infinite Rage. We don't have... I'm not going to bring any bullets for it, because that would just make too much sense. And I also don't have any. But we're definitely going to bring the gun, at least. And that's a problem for other people to solve.
That's pretty heavy.
There we go. And then he's just going to carry a whole bunch of weapon attachments with him. That's it. That's what he's for. Okay, next. Lanny I already did. Fanning I did. Guillermo. Guillermo, what are you good at? Guillermo's my doctor. That's right. All right, Guillermo. Where am I? Like, I can never orient myself in here. All right, so. Ooh. The Echo Pistol. What does it fire? 45. You know what? That Echo Pistol is really good. Let's make sure we're keeping that Echo Pistol. And Guillermo seems like the right guy for it. Is there like a more interesting gun than this JL94 custom? I mean, it's okay. Oh, here we go. The new mission to take out the badasses. Let's bring that Mac V. Ooh. And this has got an advanced suppressor on it. Let me actually equip that. Take off its suppressor. Put it back in. Yeah, so I already put a bunch of good stuff on Myron. A bunch of, all of my attachments. I've got a really good attachment on Guillermo, but Guillermo, he's the one who dresses like he's in a Halloween outfit. Like, he does feel like he's an appropriate person to carry a bunch of silent stuff. Like, he's trying to be a scary guy. So that feels appropriate to me. Ooh, we've got a handmade choke on a boring Mod 870. Let's take that off too. And we'll save that for whoever wants the SPX. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and give him that JL94. Why not? But he's a doctor. And so, really,
that's a lot of stuff.
He should carry a bunch of this stuff. He should carry all our cure. Yeah, let's just give him a whole bunch of really nice heals. And that works. And let's give him a rucksack of meds. So we got all the meds in the world, so that makes sense. So I already did Fanning, Guillermo. I need to do Creighton. Okay, let's do Azad. Again, Azad doesn't have any particular specialty, but that's fine. Honestly, like, a lot of my, like, Dread communities ended up with tons and tons of stuff. I've been struggling this whole time with this Nightmare community. It's not like I've got a million things to leave with these guys. Oh, somebody should definitely bring the signal antenna, though. That's really important. He's got an AR-15 with a Clio tumbler on it. That's cool. Let's give him some ammo for that weapon. Somebody really should keep our Spyglass rifle and our 5.0, so we'll give that to him. You know what? Somebody should keep this, too. So let's... So he's just going to come with a bunch of armaments. That's fine. Let's load each of them. Make sure he's just ready to go. And I think I can probably load... How big is the magazine on this thing? Not quite as big as I thought. All right. So what other extra stuff do we have? Jug of pesticide. That's pretty valuable. I forgot what Creighton does, though. I still haven't... What do Creighton and Kiko do? Kiko's electronics. Creighton is agriculture. So I'm going to leave my agriculture stuff for Creighton. So this... Yeah, and this. Let's go to Creighton. Magnum ammo press? Sure, why not? And all the booze. All right. So I think second to last is Creighton. So Creighton is actually coming with me for this fight. So I need to make sure that he's equipped with good stuff. If I have any good stuff left. Also, if I can find the supply locker. So Plaguebag is pointing out that if I've got any crazy, unique base stuff, I should probably consider getting rid of that. Like, for instance, uninstalling the CNC mill, which is really valuable. And the garden toolkit, really valuable. A lot of these places I have actually failed to install or even find appropriate mods for. White noise machine, though, pretty valuable. Okay, so Creighton, as my gardener, definitely gets the gardening stuff. And since I'm already just loading him up with random stuff, I might as well just give him everything. Yeah, so I should have loaded the doctor down with plague samples, but whatever. I don't care enough. I just don't care enough. So let's give him this shotgun. He's ready to take down some enemies. I'm sure this is fine. Wait, how is he on? Oh, this is the Sea Dog blunderbuss. I don't know how effective he's going to be. Maybe he'll knock some people down. That'll be fine. But Kiko.
It's time these assholes learned how the law works around here now. If we take out their leader, I think they'll get the message.
All right, so Kiko is ready to go.
Drop by if you get a chance. I got something that might help you.
Let's make sure that he's got plenty of stems. Oh, that's right. He can only carry a couple of these at a time. Because I am going to give him... What was I going to give him? Oh, I thought I was going to give him something, but maybe I'm not. Let's just make sure... Kiko just gets to have the stuff that it takes to keep somebody alive. That's what I'm bringing with Kiko. So... Now, I should probably... Let's get some more of our high caliber ammo here. Except... Oh, wait, no! I uninstalled the mod that lets me... Okay, fine. You know what? Let's just make some ammo. See what I got. Nothing too exciting. Got some more 9mm in case I need it. And... Oh, wait, here's some 7.62. Okay, so I've got a little bit more 7.62. I think my character is well equipped. So, let's go find Creighton. Creighton, where's your big fat pig head? Okay, there's Guillermo. Is Creighton over here? There he is. Oh. Yeah, because we needed to fight a horde right now. Hey, no, not bleach. I'm not talking to the bleachers. Creighton. Okay, fine. I guess I understand. There's interesting stuff going on. You gotta focus. I don't want to risk my own character's health right now, so I'm just not getting in there. Creighton, are you available right now? Looks like we're close. Okay, Creighton, dang it, Creighton. I realize that you are at the bleachers, but I need to talk to you. There,
Hey, Meagher.
gotcha.
Hey, I need to
You're my follower, buddy. Come with me.
Guess you're on point.
All right. Hopefully I'm sufficiently prepared. Hopefully this isn't just a terrible idea. Let's get in the car and go. Oh, hey, so Jedi Citrix has joined us. Good to see you.
So this one time, outside the bar, some jerk comes up and said, "Your clothes, give them to me."
Tried to take my boots and motorcycle, too. I just popped him in the face. Nobody takes my ride. Fuck you, asshole.
Okay, so there was a fun Terminator reference in the dialogue. I'm not feeling the need to get a gift from my friends. I think I'm just gonna go for it. See if I can make this work. Okay, yes, I would like to start the final mission. I screw that up so often. Last time I tried to end one of these stories, I totally screwed it up. Okay.
Well, it appears we have a guest. Everyone, please make the sheriff feel welcome.
Okay, I don't know where the enemies are exactly. Oh, there's some inside. Okay.
Slow down for a second.
We'll keep up.
My dear sheriff, you don't really think you can stop us, do you?
In this town, I am the law. And for the murder of my friends, I sentence you to death. That clear enough?
I should have done this during the day. Okay, Creighton, you take the zombies. That was a lot of zombies. Okay, I've forgotten how to get upstairs in this place. Okay, I think it's up here. Yes. Hey, get away from me! Okay, did I get him? This place is chaos. I don't even know if Creighton's alive. Oh, get off me! Oh, what if that had killed me? That would have been hilarious. Whew. Whew.
It wasn't easy. God knows we've lost too many along the way. By working together, we built something that can last. And if we can do it here, we can do it again somewhere else.
His clothes just undercut the whole thing. I love it.
Brick by brick, town by town, we're taking this world back.
All right. Well, we'll let the credits play. So yeah, Jedi Psytrix asked early on in that mission, wait, why are we killing humans in order to legacy? That's how the Sheriff's Legacy works? Oh, wait, we're not looking at the credits yet, are we? We unlocked some stuff, didn't we? Oh, we got to make decisions. Okay, so I got to get rid of 4 people. And so I'm probably going to go through and try to find people that I don't remember from before, like, who is Kylie, really? Oh, wait. She might have an interesting outfit. I think from that face, she looks familiar. I think she might have an interesting outfit. So Flores is valuable because she is a Red Talon person. Frasier is familiar. She's an auto mechanic. It will be nice once I can arrange the legacy pool by specialties and stuff like that, so it'd be easier for me to tell what I'm gaining and losing. Viva, Essie. I don't remember Essie that well, but she's a programmer. That's pretty valuable. Cowpuncher we're keeping. Jack Kilgore attorney at law. Becky the Bunny, whatever. Screamer. Washington. Omukpe. Omukpe, he's got a great name. I don't actually remember him all that well. He's got gunslinging, so that's pretty cool. Richie feels familiar. Nate I'm not as excited about. Nate's gone. Zoe's got a cool name, very well trained. Joe, I mean, he's an engineer. He's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of memories of him though, so I'm gonna lose Joe. Definitely keeping some of these early folks. Actually, Ryan, I don't have a memory of. Let's get rid of Ryan. And I actually don't remember Caden though. He's a voyeur. He's an angler and a voyeur. So he goes fishing and he spies on all the other fishermen. Okay, I kind of like him now. He's on the chopping block, but Raz is just a cool name. She's got a weird, unusual set of skills too. Marcela Sotomayor. I think I've got a couple of programmers. I might not need her. Again, a lot of this stuff would be much easier to do after the... let's lose Sotomayor. After the Forever Communities update comes out, it'll be much easier for me to confidently know what I'm losing and what I'm gaining by filtering this list or sorting this list in different ways. All right, here we go. Continue. Now we're going to look at the credits. So yeah, anyway, so Jedi Citrix was asking, why are we killing humans as part of the legacy? So yeah, so that was the Sheriff's legacy, where the idea is a huge gang of bad guys comes to town, and they're threatening everyone, and you have to eliminate them in order to keep everyone else safe. And I'm not, I'm not super thrilled about the idea. I mean, yeah, when there are people who they're just here to kill and oppress people, fighting them violently makes sense as a solution. I'm not going to morally quibble with that. That's true. Sometimes it does take violence to overcome violence. So I'm not making some weird stance about it where everybody should have just turned the other cheek or something. But at the same time, the focus is a lot on the violence, and I don't know. There's lots of stories we could have told. That's what we decided to tell, and I feel like there's probably better ways we could have gone. But yeah, that's what we ended up with, and I don't think that it's not completely illegitimate. I do like to just. I have this quibble all the time where I'm like, this is we meant this to be a game about hope, and there's so many cases where it ends up being a little bit nihilistic, and I'm like, that's not really what we intended, and so I really would like at some point to do a better job of trying to bring those themes of hope across without necessarily, sort of counterbalancing it with so many potentially negative messages about humanity and how the world works. So I think we could do better, but there you go. Anyway, what else? I feel like I was going to answer something else, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, so Tepid Vandal agreed that my sheriff's outfit was a really good choice for the final sequence. Yeah, I'm to see if I can turn that into my thumbnail for this video. I think that'll probably be attractive. Everyone's saying Plague Bag in particular is saying R.I.P. to all the characters that I'm just throwing in the garbage. Luckily, once the Forever Communities update drops, we're going to be able to recruit from the legacy pool, so it won't be as full all the time, which will actually make a really big difference. So what am I going to do next? The story of the assembly is over, so this playlist, we could just kind of put a cap on it. It's done. I think that was 32 episodes. Not bad for a playlist. But this is only my second Nightmare boon that I've earned. I think I got the Builder and I got the Sheriff. I still need to do the Warlord and the Trader, if I'm remembering right. Or did I already do the trader? No, I did do the trader recently, but I think that wasn't in Nightmare. I think I ended a community with trader, but I think they were in Dread. So in any case, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I've got builder and sheriff. I need to do trader and warlord. So I'm going to start a new community, probably. I'm going to start them in the Nightmare Zone because I want to earn a Nightmare boon, and I'm going to aim them at either a trader or a warlord. So we'll figure out which one of those to do later on. Of course, I'm going to sit here and watch the entire credits because I know all these people and they're cool. Oh, look at all these artists. They're so good at their jobs. This game is so pretty. So many artists. Oh, we got some additional art. Not just regular art, we got additional art. We've got some audio. And designers! Look at the designers! My name was on that list. Anyway. So, MacMan Indie says, when will an adaptation of Lifeline and the other DLC come in from State of Decay 1? We haven't made any plans to do adaptations of those. I did really like working on those two expansions. Those were actually the first two things that I worked on, not counting the PC port of State of Decay. Those were the first two things I worked on at Undead Labs, and so I'm really proud of those two things. I love them, but I feel like they are kind of a product of their time. They were specifically expansions to State of Decay 1. I think that, State of Decay 2 went different directions with its expansions. We did Daybreak and and Heartland and Homecoming. It's like that's what felt appropriate for State of Decay 2. And so I don't know if we'll ever do a straight adaptation of those older games, but they're still available. I mean, you can still get State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition on Game Pass and on Steam and in the Xbox store, Microsoft store. So, you can still get it and you can still play it. It's not like it's sort of disappeared. And I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of new stories out there to tell, and there's lots of new experiences to create. I think one thing I don't want to do is just be a studio and a franchise that just goes over and just rehashes old things, that just keeps going back and just sort of remaking the stuff that you loved so that you keep, spending money on the same stuff again and again and again. There are places that have that kind of attitude, but we really like making new stuff. We really like sort of stretching ourselves and not necessarily binding ourselves to exactly what went before. So I like this franchise as sort of a growing franchise that keeps moving into the future and making brand new things, rather than just trying to sort of milk the older parts of our franchise for more attention or whatever, for more attention from the audience. So I would be surprised if we ever did exactly Lifeline again. It's not crazy. I mean, once you get far enough away from it where it really is super old, I could see there being value in saying, oh, look, it's a remaster or a remake or something of State of Decay 1. Yay, I could see something like that being valuable to someone at some point. So it's not crazy, but it's not something we're feeling urgent about doing. I think each of us is thinking more about, like, well, what can we do in the future that's different, that's exciting, that'll be creatively fulfilling to us. Jedi Citrix says, I like what you did with Trumbull Valley. You took from the old that people loved, but then you made it new. Yeah, I think that's probably the kind of thing that we would be more interested in doing, is like taking inspiration from older stuff, and doing, like, including touchstones that are familiar, so people who are familiar with State of Decay can recognize things and have that fun of like, ooh, I feel like I'm tied into this, and this is all continuous. It's this larger world, or contiguous. It's this larger world where everything's connected. Like, there's a good feeling that can come from that, and it can make your world feel more grounded and more real. So there's definitely benefits to connecting to older stuff. But yeah, I think that kind of approach where it's like, if you're going to connect to something old, also do something new with it, so that you're not just like, so you keep your own creative juices flowing. We'll make better decisions and make better stuff if we actually get to keep everyone working on the team creatively engaged. So, Awesome Twitch Dude says, a State of Decay 1 remake with State of Decay 2 graphics and gameplay would be nice, though. I mean, I agree, that could be cool. I'm just thinking that, if we've got limited, I mean, it would also be just as difficult to make that as it would be to make a new game. And so I'm just like, why not make something that's new to everyone? rather than spending that same, monumental effort making something that people have largely seen before that might not be as exciting. Personally, I do tend to get more excited by weird new stuff I've never seen before than just by sequels to stuff that's familiar. I do enjoy sequels to stuff that's familiar, but I start to get exhausted after a while. There's just so often you'll end up with so many sequels to old stuff. Like so much of what you see out there is sequels to old stuff that it starts to feel like no one's making anything new anymore. And that's not really true. People are making new stuff, but like oftentimes when people tweet about, oh, hey, this franchise is getting a sequel or this franchise is getting rebooted or whatever, oftentimes I'll just respond in all caps, make new things. Because I'm just like, sure, a lot of that stuff is great. I've really, really enjoyed a lot of sequels and reboots and stuff like that. I think some of it can be really awesome. I just like, not everything has to be that though. Like, let's make sure that we're also investing in new stuff that pushes the envelope in new directions. Let's see here. So, Tex Digital Gaming says, "Congrats on the job change, Jeffrey." Oh, thank you. Yeah, people are still catching that and sending me congratulations, which I appreciate. It is fun and interesting to move on to something new. I love State of Decay. I was not clamoring to get off the State of Decay project, and if they had kept me on it, I would happily still be on it, because there's so many cool, exciting things going on in State of Decay 2. But being on State of Decay 3 has also got its advantages. Like I say, it's trying some new stuff, pushing myself in new directions, so that's valuable too. I can't tell you what any of that new stuff is or what any of those new directions are, but just, we're working on a new game, and that's fun. It's fun to work on a new game. So yeah, these credits are really long, aren't they? I forgot that we basically did separate credits for like every major iteration of this game. And this game has been through a lot of iterations. Jedi Sectric says, "Please, for the love of Pete, have crock pots." Yeah, so we do have a slow cooker facility mod in State of Decay 2, and it's got its fans, including Jedi Sectrix. But yeah, so thing is, like, so many of the suggestions people make for State of Decay 3 just assume that it's exactly like State of Decay 2, and here's my one feature I want to add. But, you can't always make that assumption. So who knows? Who knows what's going to make sense? Maybe crockpots have a perfect spot to fit into State of Decay 3, and maybe they don't. And that's one of the reasons why I can never give you any kind of useful response to questions about State of Decay 3, because there's just so many unknowns. No one knows anything about this game. It could be anything. Yes, Jedi Sectrix, that's true. I should not refer to you as like a fan of State of Decay, because you reluctantly picked it up in spite of nightmares. Okay, we're getting there. We're in Heartland now. I think Heartland might be the last segment, because I think we did the most recent credits first, and I think that was Homecoming, the Homecoming credits. But I don't remember now. Because, yeah, it was tough to figure out how to do the credits for this game, because it's been through so many iterations with different people in all, who's the lead programmer of State of Decay 2? 5 different people over time, and so it's like, do we just credit them all in one place? Or, what we do here is instead we keep going through each iteration of the game and saying who was the lead during that period. And so everyone gets to have a credit, but it does mean the credits are very, very long. Plague Bag is suggesting it'd be nice if we could pause the credits. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Bunch of special thanks to a bunch of people, including 1 million testers. Millions and millions of testers. Oh, no, never mind. Just a few dozen testers at Xperis. Okay, now we're getting into the Xbox Game Studios. More Xperis people. With different hyphens and dashes on things? Okay, now we're into the middleware. Middleware means you're almost done. Oh, yes, we made all this crap up. That's very important to remind everybody. Tex Digital said, "I just saw Henry Goffin's name. Man, that's been a while." Yeah, he was an important part of the State of Decay 2 team for a while, around the Juggernaut period, but he's moved on to other things. And now here we are. Look at this. We've got an empty save slot that we're going to use for something. But we're going to have to figure out that the answer to that question later on. So, I just hit a weird hitch. I don't know if you saw a weird hitch or if it was just me. But there we go. So yeah, eventually we're going to have 5 save slots total. It won't just be the 3. That'll be cool, but I can't predict when that's going to drop. So in the meantime, I'm happy to have the 1 extra save slot that we have. And I'm happy that you all accompanied me on this journey. So this was the final episode of the assembly. I don't even know what the next playlist is going to be called because I always name it after the community. And I don't know what the community's name is because we don't let you name the communities. We generate them with a random number generator. So we'll just have to see what it's gonna be called. In the meantime, let's wrap this up. Subscribe to my channel. I guess I'll link the next playlist whenever it shows up, so you can click on that if you want to. And yeah, come with me on another adventure. That's a very dorky thing to say.